Hi everyone, let's paint this simple, small but really beautiful mandala fog, 15 centimeters or 6 inches. So let's paint every 30 degrees, making our marks. And every 1 centimeters, making circles. See, this will help us, okay, a little bit tutorial, small tutorial in a big tutorial, how to make our details as similar as possible. All materials in the description below. You can obviously experiment and paint with another colors too. Don't be stuck if you can't find one or another color. We are starting with Mississippi mud, this base 2 big dots. I'm moving paint around with a thin tool just to make nice surface and prepare this for another color on the top of this. And with our first custom color, and I'm using oval shape tool, you can definitely use just classic circle one, 5 or 4 millimeters. So I'm creating 2 big ones and 2 a little bit smaller ones around. And after that, I'm walking around with a little bit smaller tool. Like that, like you can see on the video. Moving forward with thin, small size brush, I'm paint around with our slate gray color. Like that, just 2 strokes around towards the center of mandala, starting from the same circle as you see marks and the same brush and our second custom color, a little bit lighter. All materials in description, as I said. And after that, our third custom color, a little bit lighter as you see, and I'm starting a little bit lower, like that. And after that, we are moving forward. Starting a little bit on the top, and this is our first custom color. I'm making with small brush, short strokes. I'm just, as you see, I'm not going down even too much, just to use this space on the top of our flowers. And this same brush and our slate gray color, I'm making really nice big strokes around. Like that, towards the center. And a little bit up we are going, and we are doing this with our third custom color. Sorry for my hair, you can see a little bit. The same brush and second custom color, like that. And you see we started a little bit lower. Really nice flowers forming already. Next one, it's our slate gray color, and we're starting even lower from the circle as you see. like that. Moving forward, I'm using the same brush and middle size towards smaller size. And this is our first custom color. As you see, I'm making these strokes a little bit like open, like that. Next one is Mississippi mud, like that. I'm looking at marks and trying to make it as similar as possible. You can move painting if you need, making it a little bit handier for you. Like that. Let's create now flowers between. So I'm using again oval shape tool, but you can also use classic one. And this is our first custom color. You can use just classic circles, dots, and make, for example, tails with a thin tool. Just remember, this is just tools. Almost everything can create without any additional tools. This is our third custom color, and you see I'm making dots at the center, on the top, bigger ones, and after that, with the same third custom color, I'm walking around as we used to do this ornament, making these additional details, just really adding charm to our painting. Our first custom color again, and small brush, just making strokes around. Try not to combine this, leave small space between. Our Mississippi mud, like that, almost on the top. We are starting, and again we're doing this kind of a little bit like open strokes, like that. Our state gray color, again open strokes around, and play with the space that left, so you can make strokes a little bit smaller, bigger. It really depends on your painting. Next one, you see I'm leaving a little bit space, and I'm doing this with our second custom color, and these strokes really open, like that. Making this a little bit more special, plus playing with the space that left. And our third custom color. And I'm going down, trying not to touch these two existing flowers already. Really, I got some space. If you don't have one, don't try to feed. But I'm doing this with state gray, these thin, long strokes, like that. Really depends on how much space you got, so don't try to fit if it's not fitable. Play with your custom painting. And again, I got some space, that's why I'm adding strokes with our first custom color more, like that. But as I said, only because I've got some space and I'm making this a little bit more interesting for viewing, like that. We got some space at the center, so I want to cover this with our State Gray color, like that. Again, if you don't have one, you don't need to fit it. But because I do, I'm making this a little bit more, as I'm used to say, interesting, adding more and more details. And again, I got more spots, so I'm using my third custom color to make these small details and cover our black base, like that. So at this point, let's leave it to dry out and come back. It's actually really beautiful, and come back later on to add some more details. So because I did oval shapes, I'm adding more oval shapes. If you did just classic circle ones, use circles. I'm doing these additional details with our third custom color, like that. At these bases and moving paint around to make a nice surface. And obviously we need to wait until it's dry out to put anything on the top. Also, I'm using 3D dots, silver, all materials in description, and I'm placing this as you see, just adding more and more details on the top. Also, with this metallic shimmering silver, I'm highlighting some of the strokes. So as I said, we are doing this only on a dry surface. So you can do the same. You can also use 3D drops materials. Choose yourself. You can move with this example or create something yourself. Don't ever think that it's impossible to create something new. It's always possible to create your custom painting and moving with your inspiration. So I'm highlighting some of the details. I decided to go a little bit at the center for balancing out. Like that. Obviously in the center with the same 3D drops. All materials in the description. So we need to wait until everything dry out to add some more details over there. And now we can finally finish our painting. So I'm adding a little bit more details on the top, making it with a needle or a thin tool, small tails. As you can see on the video, again, move with your inspiration. Maybe you will decide to go without tails, or more or less. Just go with your inspiration. This spot between strokes I'm also will use. As you see, I'm making like with a needle small strokes like that. And the same pattern I'm doing from this side to balance painting out like that. If you can't find particularly this painting or these 3D drops, find something that you can find. It's always possible. Don't stuck on a brand. I'm giving you just example what I did use. And we almost there. Just a couple of details like that. So hope you enjoy this painting and this mandala, and see you next one. Bye!